Now we're going to get into the kind of fat that hits you in your feelings. The kind that you don't really want to talk about, the kind that you don't even realize is driving your cravings, your habits, your mood, and also your health. This is the emotional fat, right? What is emotional fat?
Lord, so that I experienced all of that, when my father passed away, and I didn't know the emotional eating was crazy. Like, it didn't heal anything, and then you would get that one snack and it was just like, oh, okay, you feel a little better. And then it would go away, and then you get that second snack, and then you'd be 10 snacks in and like, well, man, I still don't feel good. What's next? So, you really got to dig deep inside yourself and like emotionally check yourself, to bring yourself out of that space to where you got to want it for yourself.
Oh,
Nobody else is going to want it for you. And to look into the mirror and be like, I don't know that person anymore. Like, I don't know who that person is. Like, that's what did it for me. So those triggers of emotional eating and knowing, like, I know what that is. Like, I'm not going to go to that. Let me take a walk instead. Is how I turn that around. So I've been there.
Yeah.
I definitely can relate to, all of the emotional aspects. I think the biggest thing is being aware of your emotions. Like, sometimes you don't even understand, like, oh, I am emotionally eating right now. You're just thinking like, oh, let me just grab something. I know I emotionally eat when I'm procrastinating or when I'm like avoiding something. Oh, I don't feel like doing this. Let me go eat something. I don't want to write this report. Let me go eat something. Oh, this is giving me some difficulties. Let me go snack on something. I eat to avoid doing a task. And then that makes me, after I ate all those snacks, I really don't even feel like doing the task now. I'm sluggish and things like that, which leads to more procrastination. And it stresses me out more because I am a person that, like I said, I make to-do lists every day. So if something's not done on my to-do list and they have to carry on to another day, it stresses me out. It gives me more anxiety about certain things. So then the cycle just continues. So just being aware of the emotions and how they really impact you. And this is something I've just kind of learned about myself within like the last year. Like, oh, when you don't feel like doing something, you eat. You just like, oh, well, I can't eat everything else because I'm eating.
Right.
No, that's not an excuse. You don't really need that snack. Do what you got to do and get it out the way. So like, I think people have to really be in tune with themselves to understand where the emotional aspect is coming from, because sometimes you're not even aware. I didn't even know for the longest that my procrastination was leading to me eating. I like to shop too. And I find myself shopping. I spend the most money on my phone at 3 a.m. I don't know why. And when I can't sleep or maybe my mind is racing.
Hella packages.
I will. And that Apple Pay is the devil, okay? It's a problem. Those are emotional things.
I want to add on. Let's talk about emotional baggage, which is okay. Store through years and years of just tough stuff, thinking it's going to go away. Well, it don't go away. So what happens is these things are tucked here and ignored, and well, it ain't nothing, or I can get over that. And these things, like, they eat at you, and until you kind of like, deal with those things, you kind of keep that fat and that extra weight. So it could be, for an example, I was bitter for a long time at the fact of how my upbringing was. I always used to say that I could have done so much more earlier on had I had a different opportunity. So I felt as though I was robbed of that. And then I had to kind of like accept that for what it is and understand that it's up to me from a certain point on to dictate my life. So, that emotional baggage that you hold on to could cause you a lot of stress, could cause you a lot of pain, could cause you to lash out. And my thing is I've been just trying to release it, kind of like, look, it is what it is. I can't control that. I control now. I control me. So my focus is that. But for the people who have so much emotional baggage, which is the emotional fat, you got to shed it because it's going to cause you more harm than it's going to help you. So I would like to just, add that into that.
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's good. Marion?
So back to like emotionally eating. During my journey, like with me detaching from people. Like I had to detach from a lot of people. I attracted a lot of narcissistic people. So like with doing that is like sometimes I find myself being strong. Like I don't have to deal with that anymore. I feel at peace. And then some days, you feel lonely. So I tend to sweets. Like I like sweets. I like candy. That's my downfall. Well, that was my downfall. But like now, like Don just said, like you deal with it in a different way. Like when stuff come up in our lives, me and Don just call each other like, hey, I need a release. We out to the gym or we going walking or something like that. Like I'm not gonna say I don't snack no more. But it's less and
shame.
And like Whitney said, like you just gotta be aware of what's going on and why are you about to go snack. You know why you're about to go snack. Sometimes it's like I know why I'm about to go snack, but I'm gonna go snack anyway.
In the way that I'm used to. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, the way that I'm used to. And then like Coach Todd said, like it be years of stuff packed on but like the people that's into astrology, like I'm a Libra, and to go even further, like your birth chart is full of different signs, and I'm a Libra in the way I talk and the way I fight. And Libras don't like confrontation. And we'll hold stuff in until the scale tip. Now, when that scale tip, it's over. It's like you got to get it out when you got to get it out. Don't wait a day. Don't wait a week. Don't wait a year. Don't wait 2 years. It's not going to be effective when it comes out. And you're holding on to all of that baggage for nothing because the other person don't care. Let it out and just release it when I need to release it.
I love that. Because not even just about releasing your emotions, but having those conversations with those people right then and there in a moment. And it's hard. Because that's something I've had to learn. It's easier said than done, but addressing things at the moment and not letting it linger. Because I'm the kind of person, I'm a processor. I cannot really just react to something at the time unless you really like irritate me or you're not in my circle. Because if you just some random Joe Schmo, I don't care. Anything's flying, whatever. But if you're in my circle, I really value how I can make you feel. So I'm really cautious with my words. But sometimes it leads to me holding my tongue for too long, and it's that benefit of who, because like you don't know that impacted me because I didn't tell you, but I'm like, what's the bigger picture? I'm always looking at the bigger picture. I don't try to dwell in the problem for too long. I look at the solution.
To add on to that, what you're saying is so important, because I had a problem where I would let stuff build up and then it's going to be a problem. So I've learned to I'll just shut down now. I don't like people talking to me anyway. I don't like you bringing any type of violence to me or the people that I care about. So there's just certain things that's kind of and if you're ignorant, or if you're incompassionate, or you're like a bully, all those things are just little perks for me, it frustrates me. So what I learned to do is I shut down. So I'm kind of I'll just go mute, because I'm kind of I don't want myself to react the way I could react in a situation. And I think some of us, we have to find an alternative, because we can't control others. We can only control us.
Right.
So today, if I'm having a good day, that's not going to stop the next person from bringing that negativity to us. So now it's two things you're going to do. What we doing here? Or, I kind of try to not even give them that opportunity. And then I kind of try to think first. Because if I don't turn my engines off and they feed me all this negative energy and I let it get to me and then I give it back, it might go somewhere that I don't need it to go to.